Hey Matt, time to record video number two. This is pretty exciting. I'm really enjoying the video recordings. Okay, so I just wanted to get back to your questions about the request approved page that you sent me a video for maybe a couple days ago. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, but I couldn't have gotten back over email because it's just not an efficient way to get back. Video is much better, um, but I just couldn't figure out how to work the video software until recently. Um, but now that I have, I'm excited, and here we go. Okay, so cell number 12, um, and it's right here where I say show the see more colors pop up. You can't see it because in the mockups because it doesn't exist in the mockups. Um, I guess we were hoping that it would be a fairly easy thing to code. What we were just hoping for, and I'm going to go to the website right now. If you need the mockups, let me know. Obviously, I understand. What we were hoping for was just when you click this, a little pop out to come out. Similar, just like everything, the style that we've done, a black outline with a little caret, black outline coming around like that, and then the swatches right there, more color swatches, all of them listed down for that apparel type. Um, Not every apparel type will have a see more colors option. Obviously, only the apparel with more than what is this, 12 options, which is not everything. So, um, but that we'll get back in adding that into the database later and how that'll be done. So, sum that up. If possible, we were hoping that you wouldn't need necessarily a mock-up of the pop-up to make it. Um, that you could just do it. For example, also, like, and let me go back to pulling up a mock-up. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Um, that you could keep it just within the style of this sort of pop-up, the caret right there, and just that black outline, and then just swatch, 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 swatch. Going down and down and down. Hopefully organized in some sort of way that makes sense. That's my biggest concern. That the swatch colors are organized in some way that makes sense. So whether it's kind of like by color family, like the blues and the reds, then the yellows, then the greens, you know, just so that people have actually a way of sorting through it. Um, so let me know what you need there, or if you can just work off of this type thing. All right. Next, cell 13. I wrote down that you had a question on that. Okay, so the imprinting and what was going on here. So it turns out that you didn't understand what I was saying, so I'm sorry if I was confusing. But let's go to the website. So when you were talking about the imprinting, you were focusing here. I don't consider these buttons. When I'm talking about buttons, I was considering these icons. These are perfect, pretty much. The only thing is, as we've talked about, is how when you go right here, it selects, but we only want it to select when you go to the actual icon itself. The buttons themselves are here. If you see when you hover the imprint, boom, 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 right here as well. We can go to a different page. That one doesn't. That one's not really a button. These imprint a little bit, but are much more mild. Save designs, they imprint a lot right here. And so if you can see on squareup.com, there's not really an imprint, but when you click, then it imprints like that, which we love. So we weren't talking about these buttons. I don't really care about those. We're talking about that imprint right there. And I mentioned that in my last video. So whenever I'm talking about the buttons imprinting, I'm talking about these type of traditional looking buttons. Um, and we just kind of want maybe a little small action like that on this interaction for all the buttons is perfect. This little small action, and then the when you click, then it imprints. All right. So then next um you said you had a good handle on cell number 15, which is the way for commenting. Um, it is a little complicated, so let me know if you want me to explain it more. We can talk about it during our next call. And the last thing I had down was oh, I actually also want to talk about the caret before I get to the last thing. So if you go to the request a proof, and you go change garment type, as you suspected, it's just that the caret isn't connected smoothly, and in one fashion. If you look here, right, the caret looks great. The caret's smooth, it looks continuous, it looks like it looks on the mock-up. Um, but here it just not the same. You can see that clear space there. All right. All right. So let's keep going. All right. So the last thing, Matt, is the um, what happens when you click that little clock that comes up when you click change garment type. So I understand that the page has to load and that it has to go grab data from another source, and that's fine. Um, my problem is that the clock is ugly. My question is why isn't it just the I try to see if it works, just the loading clock at the top, like when you go to a new website, that kind of blue circular thing that goes around, that shows that you're loading at the top of the tab or around the mouse on a let me try and go to another site. Okay, here. Oh, that'll work. You know, that little loading circle right up here, or if I know for PC there's one around the mouse. Why the loading clock there? I just think it's rather ugly. Um, I actually really don't like it. Um, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to uh, just make it prettier, make it that smooth blue circle that's continuously moving, but it just kind of like is an image that pops up and doesn't move anywhere. It just kind of stays still in one position. So it doesn't really give you even any context of like how the loading's going. So that's why I don't like it, and I would like to change it. I'm not saying that, I trust your professional opinion that it should be something because it does provide that sort of feedback to the user that says, "Oh no, don't worry, the website isn't broken, just something's loading, so just hold on a second." It just um, it just doesn't even necessarily provide that because it doesn't even rotate, so it doesn't let you feel it doesn't give you the sense that progress is actually being made. And it is ugly. So I would like to change it to something, but that's where I really need your opinion and your help. All right, Matt. Well, that's all I got. So, um, yeah, let me know if any of this is not clear. All right, I'm out.